Good day, my name is Doug and I am playing the Crust. And this is update 3 version 0.99.86.1. And this is my third episode of my 14th base. So if you're thinking that I'm an expert, you may want to reconsider that. I know I am if you're on Twitch and following me live, I know this is late. I'm still trying to find a good time to do my streaming. My next step in my streaming career is, of course, to go to scheduled streaming. So I will be here at the same time on a regular schedule. If you have a preferred time, please let me know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to come online soon. I don't have a repeater yet. %. No smart concrete and very little metal. That is a problem. But I have a fair amount of money, that's a good thing. Well, I do hope my power is up to this. Damn it. I hate it when it does that. Whoops, here we go. Here, still doing that, and we still have those going. Okay. Whew. Silicon. Titanium and more more silicon. Okay. Let's give that some priority so we can get that going. And that as well. What I need is more iron. That's frustrating as hell. Well, since I've got the money, I'm going to go ahead and buy steel. It's not the best price I could get, but what the hell. If I change this to one of those, 31,000, yep, there we go. And then, do we have any available yet? Nope. My production is pretty crappy, isn't it?
Research complete.
Okay, CPU data center. And so that's going to be 32 days. That's 11. And that's 30. So blue is going to be next. And let's get that repeater researched.
Director, CPU is the heart of our base, responsible for all computational tasks. Our automated production requires enormous computational power. Every module built and every drone operating uses CPU. We will soon reach the limit, and to continue construction, we will need data centers.
Okay.
An important note, if I may. Data centers are very particular about installation conditions and require a lot of microcircuits and microprocessors. It would be more cost-effective to focus on optimizing existing production. More technologically advanced modules consume less CPU. By studying new technologies, we can replace low-efficiency modules and free up CPU for other tasks. For example, one large solar panel generates almost as much energy as a dozen small panels, with significantly lower CPU costs.
Workers. 22 days worth of power, over 8 days more of night. So that's a good surplus. I like that. And I check with that. Do not like that. Okay, I didn't think this through really well. Let's see how I can do this. There to there. Okay. Well, finally we're starting to get ahead on steel. Definitely needed that. Yeah, we're still lagging behind on concrete though. Let's go ahead and speed things up, because I really can't do anything right now. WIGO is the Automated Laser Interferometric Gravitational Wave Observatory. A network of 5 observatories was constructed on the moon with active participation from Crust between 2073 and 2079. The primary goal of the project is to detect and study gravitational waves of cosmic origin. The observatories are located thousands of kilometers apart from each other, enabling researchers to determine where the gravitational signal is originating. The observatory was damaged by an explosion, but there may still be valuable equipment or data regarding the nature of the recent disaster. Perhaps it's worth sending a rover with drones to investigate. Except it's a cargo truck with drones, not a rover. Go ahead and slow things down. Nine days, 2 days. I just keep checking. Oh, what do we have over here? Okay.
Objective achieved.
Living quarters require electricity and oxygen in order for the life support systems to start working. Let's start with electricity. Install an electronic board on the wall and connect it to the main network with a wire. This way, the whole space will have access to the power grid.
Objective achieved. Objective achieved.
Don't forget to connect it to the network. The ore detector uses battery power to run the scans. The further the scanning area is, the more power it requires. Use the ore detector to find ice deposits. We've set a good pace, but time is still working against us, Director. Try to keep that in mind. Build the ice extractor and then the ice melter. This will allow us to produce water and oxygen and supply them to the living quarters. It's about time to build an ice melter, an essential element for producing water and, by extension, oxygen and food.
Okay.
Research complete.
The fuel generator. 12 days. Do believe that social will be the next to file. Well, to go through. And gonna want a kitchen. Okay. Right. Anything? Do we see anything? No. Okay, so going to the unknown outpost.
Package delivered.
Okay. Confirm cargo. Whoops, there we go. Drop that one off right there. And now, let's see, we have 102 steel. Silicon. Well, we tried. More titanium. Nothing. That's it for now. Silicon, right? Yep. I have plenty of power, so we will go ahead. Okay. Refinery. And the smelter. Okay. Nope. Build all, and then power is coming from there. Make this and this. Okay. Okay. Can't do anything quite yet. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things up. And we just kick back and relax and let everything go. Watch the little drones do their jobs. La-di-da. Okay. Oops, let's take a look over here, slow things down. Okay. Well, that is moving as quick as it can, but it doesn't seem to be keeping up, so let's throw another regolith refinery down here. Oh, I see. It didn't go in. Well, no wonder it's not keeping up then. Oops. Well, hopefully this isn't a mistake. Okay.
Around the research post, there is a leveled platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms, there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
We will get the machinery.
These days, we can use all the resources we can get, Director. Send the drones to the outpost and have them gather whatever they can.
Silicon. Okay. Let's go to this temporary shelter first. It's closer.
Research complete.
Throw a pause on things real quick. The medical center, yay. Okay. 3 days. So, orange is next. Smart concrete, by all means. Okay, gents. You are done. And
Director, this place was clearly inhabited until quite recently. Judging by the items left behind, they could be survivors from MT4, our ill-fated base. I'll contact their employers at Evermoon.
we did so well on power the previous lunar night, and this time we're not going to make
Director, we've been contacted by Mr. Holloway, the CEO of Evermoon Corporation. That's whose base we're running now. They've lost contact with their employees since the explosion and are asking us to try to find them. We can use our rover to do that, but Crust may not be happy. What do we do?
Thank you for agreeing to help. We received several fragmented messages from survivors at MT4, but then the communication was lost. We have sent you the coordinates of one of our complexes south of MT4. Maybe someone managed to take shelter there. Please check this point first. With your assistance, we have a chance to save them. Good luck, Director.
Okay. Let's go take a look. Yes, I do. Okay. So. Go.
Director, finding surviving employees of another corporation is a worthwhile endeavor, but it's not our primary concern. Your emotions should not influence your decision-making, and I personally will make sure of it if needed.
Okay. There goes the truck. Let's go ahead and speed things up.
Research complete.
And let's pause things. The MRR. And I have that. 6.5. That's 43 days. That's 35. Okay. be the next thing to go. We'll get the fundamental lab done. Okay, and again, we're going to get going fast. There he goes. Okay, slow things down. We need 2. There they are. Okay. And he's off. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on standby, because it takes a lot of points, which gives me 8.5 days of power, and I'm still going to run out. Oh well. Okay. Now I have to decide where I'm going to put my MRRs. I was originally looking at putting them up along here. And I may still do that. Start it there. Okay. Build all. That will work to get things started. Somebody commented the last time I did this to use T to reverse these, and I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but I think I do now. So that is that way, and that is that way. And as a result, we can do this. I'm at the end of my money. Research complete. We have the automated kitchen. Cool. 26 days. 34 days. 7.5 days. Social again. Okay. Okay, I have 4,000 credits. And I need to make some money. So, 150 of those, 144 of those, 110 of those. I'm out of power. That's unfortunate, but it's also dawn. So, we will go ahead and sell 100 of these. Of these. I'm not going to sell any of those. Okay. Use an orbiter. Can sell 125 of these. Gives me a healthy sum. And I'm still positive, which is good. And up here, oops, here we go. That will get those filled that much faster. So let's go to speed 3 and just let this thing rip. Because we're going to need that money. I need to figure out why. Okay. There we go. Slow things down again. Oops, and change these guys back. Keep one, just keep them busy.
After thoroughly scanning and exploring the area, the rover discovered a protective case with a tablet near one of the doors. In addition to research data, it contained a text file.
Collapse due to a powerful explosion. Kate and the others didn't make it out, and Tanya is seriously injured. 6 of us are alive, including me, MT4 Chief Robert Polodsky. The outer part of the complex was almost completely destroyed by the blast wave, and the electricity and life support systems are offline. We have a working vehicle, fuel, and oxygen supply. We have enough to reach the Evermoon 3 observation station. Let's see if they had more luck.
No biological or any other activity was detected in the complex. Director, that's our Robert. If there's any hope that he's alive, we should keep looking.
Okay. So, here's the surveillance system, so we will head that way.
Looks like you haven't built a living quarters or made a backup plan yet. It's a good thing I'm still in charge of the rescue operation, Director. We estimate that the Hope 2 survivors will land in 90 days. If you don't prepare to accommodate the crew by that time, people could die. You can try sending parts to the station, which might delay the impact and increase the probability of success of the operation by 31%. We'll get you all the data and research you need.
We'll send the
Your
materials.
colleagues have already received the new technology for building the landing platform. Prepare the materials and send them to the station as soon as possible. Remember, sloppiness could cost someone their life.
So we need a landing platform and components to send to Hope 2. Begin preparations immediately. The station may collapse at any moment.
The landing platform is now ready to operate. I've got everything set up. As soon as the pod arrives, the drones will fill it with resources, and the cargo will go to the Hope Station. You can see it in the pod's interface how much material is left to load.
Okay. So we're going to need a bunch more components. Fortunately, I now have enough steel that it's going to the components instead of just
Research complete.
locked in there. Okay, fundamental lab is done. 24 days. 26 days. 13 days. Oops. So green, then orange. Green. And then there we go. Okay.
The research station was badly damaged by the explosion. The radar towers were destroyed. Solar panels were also hit, but some of them are still working. Rover's equipment also detected activity underground. Someone may be down there. However, the door to the underground complex looks sealed. The activation panel is malfunctioning. To its left is scratched out "Traitors," and there are tracks. Someone has definitely been here recently. Now, there's just mangled equipment, a huge sealed door, and tracks leading away from the station. The LPS system on the rover will help us find them. Run a scan near the research station.
Going up top. And I'm supposed to go do that right away, but first, while I'm thinking about it, we need more power. So, 1, 2, 4, 5.
You can't build here.
That'll take a while to get built. I know it. But there we go. And this is getting there.
Package delivered.
Director, the lunar proximity scanner emits a focused beam of electromagnetic waves. These waves propagate rapidly, covering the area around the scanner. When the waves encounter an object within the scanning zone, the LPS visualizes its location for the operator. If a hidden object is present in the outer scan radius, the LPS will indicate the route to the object.
Okay.
When a hidden object is within the radius of the rover's inner circle, activating the LPS will accurately display its location.
Oops. There's something down this way. Yep. Go that way. Okay. Okay, 50,000. 2 more. Q4, yeah. Okay, let's turn that on for a little bit, see what happens. Days, 11 days. Need to turn that off right after the truck gets in there.
We discovered a damaged transport. There were no employees of the Everman Corporation inside. The transport's logbook survived, and the rover is transmitting the contents of the last entry.
What caused that explosion? An asteroid? Nuclear strike? What could hit so hard? It doesn't matter now. Tanya's condition is worsened, and medications are running out. Supplies, oxygen, all running low. The transport runs on solar panels, but soon it'll be night, and we won't survive it. We'll head towards the sun, try to buy us some time. If only those bastards at Station 3 had let us in. They survived. I heard knocking, but they didn't open the door. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe in their place, we would have done the same.
Either way, we need to hurry. Without the sun, we're as good as dead.
It's a tragedy. By the time the sun had set, they had no chance of survival. Thank you for bringing the matter to a close. We will notify their loved ones.
Director, there's more. We found an audio recording that appears to be Robert's.
I don't know why I'm recording another one. Apparently, I miss you and the kids. I'll be home in 2 weeks. This time, we'll go to the mountains. I've had enough sand and beaches. Work, as luck would have it, hasn't slowed down a bit. Alloway insisted on mining right on MT4 and hired a company to do it. They seem to be nice young people with interesting developments. Their Alice reminds me of you when you were young. She's pretty and talks too much. How long has it been since I gave you flowers? Anyway, I have to run. There's something going on here.
I'll make sure this is passed on to his family.
And so ends the saga of Robert Polodsky. Okay, and here goes the cargo truck. And it's going in. Now it needs to load a couple of drones.
Director, a horrific tragedy happened to the MT4 crew. And I can't help but wonder what happened at Evermoon 3. Robert said they weren't allowed to go inside, and the rover clearly detected activity inside. But I still can't believe a reasonable person could do such a thing. We can break the sealed door, but that would require sending drones and materials. What do you think?
We'll check it out when we have time.
Objective achieved.
There we go. Finished. And there they are. And now we will shut this down and try and save power. Okay. So, that'll last for 10 days. Yeah. Won't quite make it, but we're almost there. Is there anything else in this area? Okay. Here's the next thing that we'll head to. Now, we don't really have the power to do all that much down here. So, we're not going to be really doing all that much. Let's see, is there anything here I can shut down? I can shut that down. And I can shut these guys down. This down.
Thanks for the delivery, Director. With that, we can patch up the escape pods and be able to rescue everyone. I'll have Deani arrange to repair the thruster immediately. We'll try to stabilize the station and buy you some more time to prepare.
I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur, but I advise you to start repairs on the power unit. There should be enough solar power to maintain life support systems and run the remaining engines.
Flight Engineer Nicholas Baker speaking. The commander is busy repairing the second escape pod right now. Thanks for the advice. We'll see what we can do with the new parts. We had long since scrapped the idea of getting the panels to work using our resources.
You hang in there, Nicholas, and tell your man we won't abandon them. They don't have to worry about that.
Thank you, really. Hope is all we have right now. And transmission.
During a conversation, Crust's projected date for the station's collision with the moon has just been updated. Given the new circumstances, it looks like we have a little more time to prepare.
Okay, I'm going to throw a pause on this and we're going to call the game. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoy the game, or at least my presentation of it. So if you like the game or you like the way I'm playing it, please leave a like. If you have a comment about my play style or my presentation style, which I know is basically a stream of consciousness, please let me know. All I ask is that you be civil, don't call my names. I do take criticism. As a matter of fact, the way I built this MRR was a direct result of some feedback that I got regarding the way that I build things. Beyond that, I thank you very much for joining me. Please do all the normal stuff, like, comment, follow, share. You have a good night. I will see you later.